Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining us again on this gorgeous day. It's a little bit toasty outside, but we finally got some rain and we are so thankful. Last night it rained. I think we got roughly about 1/4 of an inch, so it wasn't anything major. It's more than we've been getting. We have not gotten any real rain in a couple months. So the grass had quit growing, it was starting to turn brown, and I was starting to get worried we were going to have to buy hay, just because there was really no grass out there for the cows. So I'm very, very happy to see that we got some rain, and there's a slight chance that we might get some more this weekend as well. So we'll be praying and hoping for that. You can see behind me here, I got a couple doors built to put on the front of the barn. They're just 2 4x8 doors, and I'm gonna go that route for the time being, just because roll-up doors are insane right now. They're so expensive. So I just build a couple doors. We'll put siding on them just like with the barn, and it'll look similar to what the chicken house looks like with that door. So I got those built last night. Today we're actually going to be working on getting the cow pasture in the back finished up. With the rains hopefully starting, the grass is going to need to get going, and we're going to try to get a couple cuttings of hay off of our front pasture. So I need to get that pasture done in the back so we can get the cows transferred over. So that's the plan for today. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Hope you enjoy the video. So I don't know if you can see right there behind that tree, that's a new face. That is our new little Charolais heifer. So the story behind this is we've bought all of our cows from the same gentleman, and he's brought them, delivered them for us and everything. He's been super awesome. So this last little black Angus calf that we just got about a month ago, when he brought it, it had just been wormed and had just been weaned from its mama, and it was about 4 months old. Well, it had the runs, had scours, which is common with worming. So he told us, he's like, hey, just so you know, it's got scours, but it's because it just wormed it, and it'll clear up in a week or so. So, you know, we didn't think much of it because it's just normal. Well, 2 or 3 weeks went by, and it still had the scours. It was kind of starting to act a little sluggish, and so we reached out to him. We're like, hey, any tips on what you would recommend? So he gave us some recommendations. We gave it some probiotics and did a few other things for it, and it wasn't clearing up and getting any better. It was starting to look a little bit worse. So we reached out to him again and was asking him, just trying to see what we could do to get a little calf up and going. She was eating fine, drinking fine, grazing with the rest of the cows. She just didn't seem right. So he actually offered to trade it out with another calf, because he was concerned more about his reputation than he was the calf, which that is just about unheard of these days, and I greatly appreciated that. I hated doing it, but he actually brought that one yesterday, dropped it off and picked the old one up. So we've got this little Charolais heifer, and she's going to be hopefully part of our permanent herd. Too much.
A little bit too much. Like an inch.
Ready.
Right there. Always comes in for some reason.
Put it more centered on the pole because it's got a hump in it. Well, we are done. All of the razor wires up. Got the stays put in. Got it all stapled off all the way down. The only thing now we have to do is run our hot fence wire along this back. So we ended up doing it a little differently than what we originally were planning. And I'll get back there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so right back here, if you look about another 20 or so feet back where the stake is, that's about where our actual property line goes to in the woods. This is just an old existing fence that was put through here. It's not even straight. And that's gonna end up being, that's gonna come down. It's just not gonna come down before fall or winter. So I just built a brace here, a couple feet off of this. Katie worked on driving all the drive-in posts all the way down this back fence line here off of that fence, so that way we don't have to worry about clearing brush and all that mess that's all along this fence, because originally I was just going to put insulators along the top of this fence here and energize it and call it good, because this fence is not in good shape. As you can see, it's pretty terrible. So we just went this route. It's easier, quicker. Ran these posts all the way down. That side fence over there, I was originally going to do hot fence as well. We don't have to do that. That fence is in great shape. So just the back line here, I just have to run and get some insulators, and we'll be able to pop them on this and get all the wire ran, and we'll be good to go. All right, we got all 5 strands run back here. Katie's nailing insulators up there. We're just gonna run 1 string up closer to where we can plug in the hot fence box up there close, and we don't have to run cords way out.
Daddy, you have to sit here.
That does it. Just put this up here to our property line. So this fence over here is not ours. Our property line is actually over here, pretty close to this pole. So until we get this back fence up here on our line, we just ran this right here to kind of patch this hole where the cows can't get out. Well, that wraps up the back pasture for what we're going to do on it this year. I'm glad to have it done. The humidity has officially set in now that we've started getting a little bit of rain. It is muggy as I'll get out. It's in the 90s and not fence weather. So we got this done. The only other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go starting to thunder now. So I think with rain coming, I'm going to go ahead and light the burn pile that's back there and go ahead and burn that, and that way it's done. I don't have to worry about the cows getting into it, and it'll give it time to cool I'm going to give it about 2 days, and then we're going to go ahead and move the cows back there. So our next video will probably be moving the cows, taking down the front hot fence, and probably after that I'll go ahead and mow the hayfield one time to mow all the weeds, because the grass the cows have kept down and it looks great. But I'm going to mow the weeds down, and that'll start our time clock getting ready for hay season. So thank you guys so much for watching our videos and supporting our channel. We will see you next time.